Hi everyone, welcome to, I would say, another podcast, but this is another form. We're trying another form today. It is YouTube, and I'm probably gonna be the only one to see this because it's like a visual diary for myself to capture all the books that I've read. And I've tried it. I've tried it on to make a summary on Notion. I've tried to make a podcast about it, and honestly, I would like to combine those two. So that's why I wanted to try YouTube. Then I can edit with all of the text somewhere here in the screen, but also give myself the audio to listen to it. If I don't feel like reading, I could listen to it. Well, if someone else is watching this video, hi, I'm Selma, and I love to read motivational, self development, business, career books. I've been reading them for quite some time, and I found that honestly, I could read a book over and over again if it's a good book, but sometimes I forget the lessons. And even though it's good entertainment to read it, it's also good to really get the essence of it and also apply it in real life. So that's why I wanted to capture this, to look back at it, and if I need the motivation, the discipline, the life lessons that are descripted in those books, then I can just look back at it or listen to it, and yeah, that's it. I wanted to start with this book. This book, I've made a podcast about it. I've written a summary, as I said before. I love this book. I could read it again and again because it's so easy to read. It's really simple. There are different variations on the essence of this book, but I wanted to start with this book. So it's not going to be like a structured 5 lessons that you need to learn. I'm also going to emphasize that if someone else watches these videos, I'm not trying to portray that I know everything there is to know about nonfiction, self-development, improvement, life improvement. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I'm just trying to share the lessons or the things that I've read that really stuck to me and that I want to use for my own life. Just a disclaimer, I'm no expert. I'm just trying to figure it out. So yeah, come on a journey with me. Okay, so You're a Badass from Jen Sincero. I read this book the first time when I was in New York. And honestly, it's so simple, but it's really inspiring. I felt like, okay, I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So she starts by calling a term. It's called the big snooze, basically BS, and she talks about how people are just sleeping their lives away. So the big snooze, the BS, it operates according to your limiting false beliefs. I think you've already heard about the term limiting false beliefs. Our mind is a really powerful tool. We believe what we think, and if you think that something is not possible for you, then it's gonna be a reality. Yeah. So first of all, don't do that. And second of all, the big snooze helps you to diminish those limiting false beliefs. Um,
1 hour later.
yeah. Yeah, okay. So I want to read something from the book. She says, we all experience life in varying degrees of both perspectives, and while I seriously doubt there's anyone who's totally snooze free, most people are so wrapped up in the BS that they're settling for realities that are way beneath what's available to them. And she also talks about, and this is very interesting, it's also very interesting in the like the life we live in right now, where you can compare with everybody. She says, watching someone else totally go for it can be incredibly upsetting to the person who spent a lifetime building a solid case for why they themselves can't. So, if you are in a big snooze and you believe that, oh no, you cannot have this because of this and this and that, and maybe you were raised with that belief, or maybe your circumstances or your environment told you that you can't have that, and then someone else is doing it and you see that, it's so upsetting because you're like, why are they doing what I want to do, but I do not have the guts to do it? But let that uncomfortableness help you to also get your feet in the water and do the thing you need to do. Yeah? Okay. Let's move on. So, one thing that also comes back in, for example, Atomic Habits or in other books is about planning. But I also love to do this. You can plan your full life, and you can plan your month, your week, your day, and you have a mood board or you have a Notion page, which I have. And that makes you feel really productive because you're working on your goals and you're working towards your dreams. But actually, when you look at it, you've not done anything. You just have made a plan, but you haven't put those plans and thoughts into actions. And that's what you honestly need to do. She says, most answers reveal themselves through doing, not thinking. And this really stood out for me because I have so much ideas about what I want to do in life and what I want to accomplish. There are so many things that I think about, and it's really fun. It's really fun to think about those ideas. But honestly, am I doing something? No. And am I getting any answers about which path is for me? No, because I'm not taking action. So when she said, she basically said, you just have to do whatever the thing is you need to do. And that maybe sounds vague. For example, if you have two decisions, either this or that, and you're not sure which action to take, just choose one. There's also a beautiful quote that says, there is no right decision. You just have to pick one and make that the right decision. And if it's not the right decision, then those actions will reveal that to you. They will give you the answers that you need. And then you can reverse and choose the other decision, you know? Okay. Also, one thing that I really thought was interesting, because it says you're a badass. It's like a self-help book. It's also a little manifestation book. And what she said, what really is true and is also emphasized in other books and theories, is that you have to become aware of what your stories are. And it goes back also to the limiting beliefs that you set yourself up to. We basically all have a story in our minds about ourselves, and those are limiting us, but maybe also freeing us. I don't know. It's personal for everybody. But those beliefs become the framework that you operate in and that you think is possible for your life. So listen and become aware, because usually we're not aware of the things we tell ourselves. And also, not only tell ourselves, but also tell others. You can become aware of the stories you tell yourself by listening to what you tell other people about yourself and about your life. If you always say things like, I always, I never, I should, I wish, I want, one day, or I'm trying to, well, that's gonna put you in the environment of planning, and that's gonna put you in the environment of, oh, I don't want to take action in my life. I really want to do something, but one day I will, well, then you're not taking action. And then that's the belief you're confirming to yourself. So it's never going to happen if you stay in that circle. Yeah? Think about what you want to accomplish, what you want to be, the version of yourself you want to become, and embrace that and empower that. Yeah? Okay. Talking about flipping something, she also talks about flip the fear, and I love this phrase. Let me just search for it in the book. Yeah, flip the fear. Okay, let's say you want to try something and you are so fearful of what people might think of you, or maybe it's going to be a failure, and then maybe in 5 years, or maybe you're going to be cringe, I don't know, but if you let the fear of failure and of being seen and of being not what you imagined it to be, if you let that fear grow, then you're not gonna do what you think of doing and what you want to do. And that's such a shame. So she says, I want to write a book, but can't get myself to sit down and do it. Why not? I'm scared that if I do it, it will be terrible. What happens if it's terrible? If it's terrible, I'll look stupid. So it's failure, it's failure of being seen, blah, 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 blah. Then what? People will make fun of me. Then what? Okay, I'm stressed because why is this battery like pop, 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 pop? I don't care that it's almost 15 minutes that I'm talking, okay? Since you're risking feeling stupid and ashamed, either way, which version is worse? Trying to write it and having it be terrible, or never going for it and living an unlived life of mediocrity, wimpness, and shame? So stop thinking about what a fool you will look to others. What a fool you will be if you don't risk it and don't follow your dreams. Just follow your dreams, because otherwise you will always have that what if. And if you flip that fear, you're basically tricking yourself into thinking, yeah, this is a really good idea. I'm going to try it and I'm going to see whatever happens. That is all I wanted to say about this book right now. Yeah, I'm just going to edit this because I like it. I am so glad I did it. If it's not me who is watching, if it's someone else, thank you for watching. Let me know which information was helpful. I have lots of other books, so I'm gonna summarize lots of books, more to come. So stay in touch. I will see you again. That's it for now.